This single square meter of soil produces more food than an entire acre of chemical monoculture. And it does it without fertilizers, without pesticides, and without spending a single cent. In 2026, food prices have risen 40% in just 12 months. Water is scarce. Inflation keeps climbing. And supermarkets sell products that look like food, but no longer nourish the way they once did. There is something they never told you. There is a method, documented since 1847, that allows any person with any piece of land to produce real food, dense in nutrients, permanently. This method was persecuted, ridiculed, and buried under decades of chemical industry propaganda. Because a man who masters living soil is a man who will never again need to buy a bag of fertilizer. And that, for certain industries, is completely unacceptable. If you are here, it is because you feel the system tightening its grip. Subscribe now and join our technical resistance. Every week, one more secret they would rather you never know. But first, you need to understand why this was hidden. In 1847, while Europe celebrated the birth of the chemical industry, a group of agronomists documented something extraordinary. They discovered that soil is not dead matter. Soil is a living organism, an organism with memory, with intelligence, with a capacity for molecular communication that modern science is only beginning to understand. What you are about to see contradicts everything you were ever taught. The industry simplified the infinite complexity of soil into 3 letters: N, P, K, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. They turned agriculture into an assembly line, input and output, deposit and extraction. But life does not work that way. Beneath your feet, at this very moment, there exists a network of fungal intelligence called Mycorrhiza. This network extends for miles in every direction. Microscopic hyphae penetrate the micro fissures of rocks and minerals, extracting phosphorus, magnesium, and trace elements that roots could never reach alone. In return, the plant delivers the excess sugar it produces through photosynthesis. It is the most honest trade that has ever existed. This network also maintains a constant temperature of 75 degrees Fahrenheit in the root zone, even when the air outside reaches 100 degrees. This is called the thermal inertia of humus. Living soil acts like a sponge that retains 1,000 times more water than chemically treated soil. The water does not evaporate. It circulates in a closed cycle of mineral respiration, permanent water sovereignty. But when you apply a soluble chemical fertilizer, you destroy this network. It is like hand-feeding a child until their muscles atrophy. The plant becomes dependent, weak, vulnerable. And the industry has the perfect solution for that. It sells you the poison for the pest it created. To rebuild living soil, you need 3 ingredients. None of them cost more than a few dollars. And one of them you can find in the nearest forest, completely free. The first material is biochar. Do not confuse it with common barbecue charcoal. Biochar is wood charcoal activated at low temperature. It is the black gold of living soil. Each fragment contains millions of micropores that never degrade. They are the vaults where your soil will store nutrients and water for 1,000 years. The industry hates biochar because it is a one-time investment. It never expires. It never runs out. It only accumulates life with every season. The second material is basalt rock dust, the powder from the depths of the earth. Modern soil is depleted of silicon, magnesium, and iron. When you add rock dust, you are returning the geological memory of the planet to your garden bed. This is what gives your food the flavor it had in your grandparents' childhood, that dense, mineral, real flavor that satisfies hunger with a small portion because the nutrients are truly there. The third ingredient is the most dangerous one for the industry. It is the Native Microbiological Inoculant. Do not buy bacteria in plastic jars with colorful labels. Go to the nearest forest, pull back the leaf litter, and collect the white mold growing on rotting wood. There, in that wild mycelium, lies the genetics of survival. Microorganisms that have withstood millennia of climate change, plagues and wildfires, they are free, they are local, and they are infinitely more powerful than any laboratory product. The execution of this protocol demands the patience of a monk and the precision of a field surgeon. Do not skip steps. Nature does not accept shortcuts. Step 1. Opening the mineral portal. Mark a bed 1.5 feet wide, never wider, because you must never step on the prepared soil. Compaction is the death of living soil. Dig a trench 2 feet deep. We are searching for the layer where ancestral geology meets modern biology. Step 2. The carbon battery. At the bottom of the trench, place thick, rotting logs. This is the heart of the Hugelkultur system. These logs will be your water battery. They will absorb winter moisture and release it, drop by drop, during the dry months ahead. Step 3. The stratigraphy of life. Cover the logs with a generous layer of biochar and rock dust. On top, add the wild microbiological inoculant. You are creating a stratigraphy of eternal fertility. Return the original soil to the whole, but listen carefully. Do not invert the layers. The dark surface topsoil must remain on top, and the deep clay soil must return to the bottom. Respect the hierarchy of time. Attention. Here is the critical mistake that everyone makes. Using chlorinated tap water to irrigate living soil. Chlorine was invented to annihilate bacteria, and your garden bed is a metropolis of beneficial bacteria. If you use chlorinated water directly from the tap, you are bombing your own food resistance. Use rainwater. Or let tap water rest in an open container for 24 hours so the chlorine evaporates. Step 4. The absolute protection cover. Bare soil is wounded soil. Cover the surface with at least 4 inches of dry straw, sawdust or leaves. The sun must never, under any circumstance, touch the skin of your living soil. Step 5. High-density planting. Forget straight lines. Row planting is a legacy of mechanical oppression. In the living soil of 1847, we plant in triangles, in spirals, in mosaics. Let the plants touch each other. Let the roots help one another. Use bamboo arches and reclaimed wood structures. Let the beans climb the corn, and the squash protect the base of both. Biological stacking engineering. When you finish building this bed, you have not just created a garden, you have declared formal independence from a system that thrives on your need and your hunger. Every vegetable harvested from this living soil is an act of sovereignty. The material proof that human intelligence, allied with ancestral biology, is infinitely superior to any billion-dollar chemical industrial complex. The world out there will keep talking about scarcity, record inflation, inevitable climate collapse. But on your small piece of ground, life will keep pulsing in productive silence. If this knowledge gave you something valuable today, subscribe and share it with someone who needs it. Leave a comment below. Did you already have any of these 3 ingredients in your soil? Because in our next technical session, we go further. I will reveal the 6 completely free plants that can replace commercial feed forever. Plants that have been systematically hidden, for reasons you will understand the moment you see them. The manual remains open on this table, and the truth about your real independence is about to take root.